Good evening, commissioners. Sorry, I lost my voice. The protests. My name is Adam Manbabua, and I'm here as a citizen and as a San Diegan. First off, Commissioner, thank you for your hard work, and I appreciate your commitment and sacrifice. I know it's been a long and grueling process, but you're probably very tired and overwhelmed. I really don't know how to feel about the approved preliminary map. Part of me is confused, part of me is upset, and part of me is heartbroken. The Asian and Pacific Islander community arguably fought harder than anyone else in this process. But why does it seem our efforts doesn't matter? Why does the commission make us feel like you don't care or respect our community? Today, I don't want to present evidence or data of any sort. I just want to speak to you individually. Commissioner Quiroz, thank you for recognizing that the API community is a community of interest and that the preliminary map will disenfranchise our community for another 10 years. Thank you for fighting for the API community, but more importantly, fighting for equality and what's right. Chairwoman DeLao, when I first met you about a year ago at Jasmine, we connected instantly when you told me that you were the principal of my old high school. And when I heard the news that you were chairwoman of the Redistricting Commission, I was excited and hopeful that we would finally get fair representation. Because you belong to the API community, we thought you'd fight for us. We depended on you. So far, you have let us down. I hope you join Commissioner Quiroz and Commissioner Morrow and recognize that this map would disenfranchise your community. Please don't turn your back on your community. I know Commissioner Nishioka is not here, but I just want to say I thought you would be fighting for us as well. I thought you would be sensitive to our community and understand that for too long we have been underrepresented. I thought you would realize that our time is now. Please don't disenfranchise our community. Commissioner Cosmo, you come across as an open-minded and fair person. In your profile, you say that you wanted to be part of the Redistricting Commission because you wanted to protect a government of the people, by the people, and for the people. If this preliminary map becomes the final map, hopefully that's not the case. I would love to sit down and have lunch with you so you could help me understand what you meant when you said you wanted to protect a government of the people, by the people, and for the people, when 16% of the population, 200,000 San Diegans, will be left out of City Hall. I hope we could have lunch for not this reason. Commissioner Potter, you commented that if Tom Holm could be elected as a councilman about 50 years ago without the luxury of an Asian influenced district, we could do the same today. Maybe you should also tell the LGBT, African American, and the Latino community the same, that they don't need the luxury of an influenced district to elect a representative of their choice. Or maybe you forgot why these communities, as well as the API communities, continue to fill these seats and continue to fight this whole time in this process. Maybe the reason, in your own word, is to have the luxury of an influenced district. I know Commissioner Marquez is not here, but Commissioner Marquez, you are one of the most influential commissions sitting there. Your community, the LGBT and Latino community, are still fighting for fair representation. It is never enough. This is why it is so disappointing when you tell the API community that you have done enough for us, when we don't even have a start, a district we could call home. We are so behind compared to your community in regards to fair representation. In many ways, we are following the footsteps of your community. You were in our shoes not long ago. So if we were to switch places, would you accept when a commissioner who was in our shoes not long ago tell us he did enough? Commissioner Moro, thank you for recognizing that this map would disenfranchise the API community and for pointing out why certain groups are a priority. After all, our community is much of a part of this city as any other community. I also want to talk a little bit about in regards to Rancho Penasquito Town Council. I admired them for attending all the hearings, for being enforced and being consistent, especially Annie Berg. But his whole argument, this whole time, has been about, he's about the kids. And rightfully so, rightfully so. It's about the kids, you know, it's about cheerleading, having the rivals, cheerleading, basketball, band, all that good stuff. But the redistricting process does not affect the Poway School District at all. They will continue to play with the same kids like Commissioner Carroll's mentioned. They will have those rivals. Okay. Is that it? Commissioner, if you don't make necessary changes, you will send a clear message to the citizens. Just 3 lines, okay? If you don't make the necessary changes, you will send a clear message to the citizens of San Diego that the efforts of the Asian Pacific Islander community don't matter, that you don't care about our community, that you don't respect our community of interest, that we are second-class citizens. Clearly, this is the wrong message. We are citizens. We are San Diegans too. This is the message you want to send. Thank you.
For the record, Mr. Manbalboa was yielded time by Alex Usisil and Katrina Nguyen and had 6 minutes. Next we'll have Leon Wu, followed by Forfina Arce, followed by Katrina Duen.